It is day number 4 driving in Wales.
Is it really?
But it feels like day number 35. We are Heath and Alyssa. We take family road trips all over the world and share them here on YouTube. If you enjoy watching our series, it would mean the world if you could subscribe to our channel for future videos. We've had a couple questions or just comments from people asking what our experience has been like driving a motorhome in this country with the small roads. So we thought we would take today's video and dedicate to talking and showing what it's like driving an RV across Wales. Oh, my dad's good to go. If this is your first video in the series we're watching, we're traveling with my parents. So they have their own motorhome and we have ours.
And if you've been watching this series, you know how crazy the roads are. We've since learned our lessons. Only stay on the roads that start with the letter A. That is the plan today. Will we succeed? I don't know. Google Maps is just a fickle mistress. But we are going to try to drive down the west coast to the smallest town in Great Britain.
Cross-check complete.
Screw. What do they say?
I don't
Cross-check
know.
complete.
We made it to the coast. So far today, we've driven through the southern part of the national park. We've driven through rural backcountry roads today. We've driven through some villages.
Most of our drives these past few days, there are very small villages like the one we're passing through right now that you pass through for less than a mile and then you're back in the open countryside. They're just gonna go for it. They're gonna wait. Okay.
A lot of
people will just park in the lane.
Thank you.
Or park in the lane and half on the sidewalk.
Every motorhome we pass waves, so
yeah,
lots of friendly people here in Wales. I'm gonna pass the bus, go to the other side of the road. Did you say don't do that or do it?
I did say don't do that.
Oh.
What? Ugh, get over.
Today's episode is sponsored by Britstops. Britstops is a program in the UK where you can camp at over 1,100 wineries, farms, pubs, and just amazing small businesses across the country. We're relatively new to the whole camping in the UK thing, but so far it's off to an amazing start. We're camping at Halfpenny Winery. It's located just outside of Shropshire, and it's absolutely beautiful. So if you want to camp at places like this, whenever you do your road trip across the UK, you can sign up at Britstops.com. I'm gonna pop a bottle just to complete this ad. That smells good, instant good smells. Sign up for Britstops today. Back to the video. This is the perfect seat because I can sit here and eat my lunch and I can see the kids out the window. We just pulled over at a holiday park in Pembrokeshire, so we're officially in West Wales. This is one of the areas that, looking at all the photos, just looked the most absolutely beautiful. And we saw a lot of holiday parks in this area. And since we wanted to go drive into a couple of the towns and explore, we thought it would be a good idea to go ahead and set up here as our base, and then we'll take one of the motorhomes into town. And the city that we're about to go visit, if you can call it a city, is the smallest one in the UK. Hi, Mom.
Hey.
One thing we learned on the drive today is that while A roads are much better than the no-name or backcountry roads that we've seen in Wales, just because it's an A road doesn't mean that things don't get tight at times.
This is RVing in Wales. I'm gonna go this way just a little bit. That's good. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's so close to me!
But there's a beautiful cathedral in St. David's that we're gonna go see, and we found a little motorhome friendly parking lot just in town, so that is going to be our next stop today. This is the reason that this is a city and not just a town. There's a car coming behind me. But this is where St. David is buried, who is the patron saint of Wales.
That was one of the most beautiful churches I've ever seen. One of the most beautiful buildings I've ever seen.
It's a lot of really cool history in there. Just got back from exploring St. David's. We're gonna settle in for the night. Altogether, a much less stressful day of driving in Wales than what the last couple days have looked like. We stuck mostly to the A roads and life was a lot better. If you're thinking about coming over to Wales, it's a beautiful country. We've only been here for a few days. Our adventure is really just getting started. Some of the comments we've seen from people online is, how are you going to do this trip in only a couple weeks? We're obviously going to miss a lot. I wanted to try to do Scotland as well, so clearly that was a terrible idea. We'll have to come back and do a lot of the things that we missed on this trip to Wales. If you're thinking about coming over here and driving a motorhome, a few tips for you. 1, stick to the A roads. 2, try to stay calm and not freak out.
Get over!
I am. Holy crap.
Are you okay emotionally? I feel like crying right now.
When in doubt, just slow down and move over to the side. If you see someone flash their lights at you, that typically means they want you to go through and pass them. Any other good advice from our vast experience motorhoming in Wales?
Welsh is the primary language, so look at the second line of whatever is on the sign, because you're going to look at the first line and be like, well, why are there so many L's in a row? And what sound does a W make? What about like gas and stuff?
It's freaking expensive.
Gas is super expensive.
You know when they charge by the liter?
So they're going to charge you by the liter, but you're going to go by miles and like use miles per hour on your engine, which is very confusing for us, thinking that we were going to have to deal with meters, because then they like measure your kid in meters, but they measure a bridge in feet. It's just a combo here.
There will be low clearance and width
Oh, yeah.
restrictions. So that's already happened to us. Every rental company I've ever seen will put the width and height restrictions on the windshield. So just want to be thoughtful of that.
Gotten into some going backwards down the road situations. Like, what do we even do?
We need to back up.
But if you stay on an A road, as we've learned, you probably won't deal with that.
Yeah. You may have to jump on some curbs though.
You will jump on curbs.
Yep.
Just, you will.
That's official Welsh tradition.
Everyone does.
You curb jump. Another great day in Wales. Did Dad go get a club?
Yeah.
Where did you find a club?
She found me one down there.
Oh, I want to come hit balls. This is probably one of the more unique amenities I've ever seen at a campground. Right behind our RV site. This is our RV right here. And right over here, there's a DIY golf course that they built in this field. It's a little pitching. Eli going down a slide by himself.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Eli wanted to take off his jacket.
Okay, will you go over there and play with him?
I need some chips, okay? Dad. We would like some more of these.
You'd like some more chips?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're eating them in the treehouse.
Eating them in your treehouse?
Yeah, Eli loves them. I better get a lot. But not a whole lot.
Okay.
This much.
That's good.
They're normal, okay?
All right, have fun. Do you like the playground?